Can we do this together? I'm just trying to catch up. Um, I'm working with the word God right now, and I'm trying to give it a greater value. Now I go all over the place. I just can't seem to sit on one thing. See, in the word God, the G letter is the seventh letter. 3 times 7 for the amount of spins we get on Rubik's Cube. Because we're always looking at one side. You turn 3 sides, you end up on the 4th side, was the original side you began with, so you do not need to turn the Rubik's Cube. 3 times plus the area you stand equals to the amount value, where G equals to 28. 2 and 8 is time, heaven is the gateway, it links the moon. The 0 is a circle. It goes around and touches this arm, and keeps around and touches this arm, and it goes from top to bottom. It splits in with the power. You crisscross them for the energy, creating NZ, an X, a Roman numeral 911. Halfway from the top is a V, one way. The V the other way is just repeating what the bottom side says. So G, just like Messer does. When Messer does his numbers, I'm quite sure that's what he does. I'm not going to expand the numbers right now, but what I'm going to go to next is we're going to stay in the God outlet. 28, 51, and 16. 3 by 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16. Give me the light. If we add this with this, you all think we're just going to get a total of 6 and 7 is 13. Is that correct? 6 and 7, right? We're not, because the 1 already exists in the 5. The 5 is 4 corners. The 6 is 4 corners and 2 on the inside, dividing the up from the down or the left from the right, depending on which way the dice cube is. 16, 23, number 23, God. 2 and 8 is 10. Always count 10. 0 is actually the value that's in between the 2 sides, which is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 and 9, Einstein and Neptune, creating and connecting the blue heaven from the planet of Neptune, which is exchanged for Mercury, because Mercury is who we are. Mercury on the rise. Begin at 3. End at 7. 1 plays against 1. Don't count the 2. What's left? There's not 8, because there's not 10. There's only 7 that's left. 6 that's in between. But so in between, to connect the 2, you need a 1. In between the 2, you have 3. 3 and 7 is the number to Nibiru, and 3773 is 110 stories to the Twin Tower of the story of Go. 28 is the moon, 51 is Mars, 16 is the light. I don't make anything up. Where did I get these numbers? Over a period of 10 years of studying formations, this is how I get it. I can't explain how I do it other than you following me and making up a synopsis yourself, a resume, your own resume. So now that we go in with these numbers, I wanted to, for a better understanding, okay, before our commercial break, is that in Baccarat, okay, if you wanted to go back to where 1, 4 comes from, here's the 1, here's the 5. But if you put these together, this is only showing you other side of this. This means there's a connection link to this side and to all of them. This is in the center of all, the pivot point. If I took one of these and I put it on top of here, it would look like the crowns of the Jack and King, the male plugins. 1 and 9 are in the corner. 3 and 7 on your phone are in the corner. 1, 9, 10 equals 0. Why? Because we know the position, the totality is 10. It means they connect. Once you know they connect, their average is 5. 5 is 10 is 15, because high and low, 5 and 5 connects in the center to 5 to make them 1. 3 and 7 is the wings of Nibiru, to the one soul, to the one birth. 10, 10, 0, 0. The 4 cube, therefore, and in fact the 4 corners, the 4 cube equals to 0. It is the center of the totality of what's on the outside. This reality must be a diamond that connects on the inside, which will now put 2, 4, 6, and 8, cutting halfway between each number, leaving 4.5 and 4.5, leaving 7. Okay, not as the way it is, because the Aleph letter only cuts 1 and 9. But if Aleph was Hebrew and from the other side, the reality of Aleph is it's not a 1. The reality of Aleph might come off your calculator. See the way it's 9 and 1 in the calculator? Looking for a phone. I don't know where the phone is, so we won't use the phone. But I will tell you that if I turn the Aleph around right here, it'll be 7 and 3. And that's the wings of Nibiru, because 1 plays in 3 between 2. The line on the Aleph and the 2 wings, and this connects you directly to Nibiru and the Anunnaki. As I was watching a little piece inside of Nibiru Countdown, there was a gentleman, and I'm not on anymore, but there's a gentleman that expressed the coming of the time, and the expression he used was exactly the expression that was murmured to me. Do not forget, if we do not search, we will think, oh my God, I heard it before, somebody said it, I'm seeing things, I'm believing, but it's not true. No. You don't find, if you don't look, unless something is jumped into your face, you go, oh my God. But when you go out and look, when I started, I can tell you right now, okay, I was smoking a bone with my friends, and I says, hey, this is crazy. We're supposed to see more than this when we get a little buzz, when you have a drink. People see more all the time. How come they could and I can't? How come they could and I can't? And I want to. And all of a sudden I did. Then they say it's a disorder. But it's not a disorder, because I'm in search. And then when you're in search and you're in anxiety, that's a different story, because you no longer believe. Or everybody that around you is suffocating you because they won't let you believe. Because if you believe too deep, all they show you is the white coat, and reality comes in. I better not look that way, because they're looking at the white coat based on what society deems, even though everything is going fine. I have a car, and I never use it. I haven't used it in 5 years. And everybody says, why do you walk? And it's cold outside, and it's this. Because if I deem inside myself I want to walk, I'm not going through any terror. You in your mind have perceived that because it's treacherous outside, it'd be better if I walk and took my car. But it's not beneficial one bit. It's beneficial when you get out there and you bundle up more and you walk. There's nothing wrong with walking. Walking is great, especially when you need something. You're going to get something. You don't have to. You want to. Walking is a little BS when you have to, but not when you want to. But then in our life, we just have to say sometimes we just have to. So now we understand that this dice over here, see this dice over here? A gentleman asked me, what is 1, 5, and 0? Well, the O is the totality of the 0 of taking up this one, this one, this one, and this one. The 5 is the center of the O. And the 1 is what splits everything this way between 2 above, A and C, and 2 below, A and C, or 2 to the left, which is A. If you want C, G, and I, you have C and I, you have A and G, you have G and I, you have the GI. And if you want to get to the GI, when you go to the bank machines and look at the letters, you'll notice that the Q is no longer down by number 7, and you'll notice the Z is no longer on the 9 key. They've both been moved up to the 1 key, where normally on the telephone there's nothing but an exclamation point that is on your keyboard. The Q is the 17th letter, in which in piano, when you get to the 17th letter, or the 1st to 7th letter, you talk about 1 to 7, but the minute you complete 7, you're at 1 again. So 7 and 1 are separated by 5, but together by none, because they connect in piano from G to A, which is HGA or HGI. You cannot leave out the B letter, because the B is the outside of what's on the inside. It's like the caramel inside the chocolate. And here's its hat. This would be a caramel treat. You see these E's? These E's go to a bigger dimension. I'll try to bring them in. I know this video should not shut down on me. The door might knock. I have a door buzzer, but I don't have a doorbell. Sometimes they call me a ding-dong. Well, that's okay, because I don't give a hoot. Hoot. I got to go back. I'm going to speak about, don't worry, I'm going to get to that. Is that Weatherspoon? You're Mr. Weatherspoon. All right. Right. And Saul, right. I'm going to get the 5775, but I keep bumping into Nibiru. Why? Because when we announced 1 and 9, which is the birth, which comes into the center area 5, played over here the 1 card, and inside this cube is presented, okay? Presented inside, here's the 5, okay? And here's the 9. It's the same card, 4 on the outside, 1 on the inside. But this is your AC, and that's your AC. They're both AC. And here it's A, B, C. Now this can be D, E, F, G, H, I, or is there a link? Look how close together. This one does not even fit. I'm assuming this is the cube. Okay, 2 above and 2 below. See the same thing, 2 above and 2 below? Here, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. J, K, 11. 11 is center of the 9 card. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 7 by 3 is 21. 12 and 9 is 21. 12, 21 is the birth of the 9 card. Inside the 5 card. But what's here and what's not here? The reality is there's many ways to do it. 3 and 7. 3 shows you the different houses. There's only 3 houses. Now I'm assuming that this house is chopped off. See the distance between here and here and here and here? Why should it not be the same distance between here and here? It's half the distance, showing me the reality of the cards should be a continuous like this. These 2 cards on top of each other. And there should be a continuous, basically like this. Humming on the rim right over here. Humming on the rim right over here. You have to hold the card. So we went through that. And here again, just like in the 1 and the 5. Center, they call this the ace. So this must be the ace hole. So this must be the ace hole. What should I say? It's not me. It's a family tree. Let's see where I'm going to go to next. So we understand that the center of all, okay, 1, 5, and 9, A, E, and I. A and E equals 6. 6 and 9. E and I equals 14. AD. 5. 6 and 9 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 and 9 is 15. 5 and 1 repeats. They all play out of this hole. But in reality, if you really want to know, we take all these dice and we bring them together. And this 9, and we take another dice like this. And we put one dice over here, and then we put another one over here. Right over here. And this corner is 9, and this corner is 9. 9, 9 come together. And then after we do this, we put a dice here and a dice here, and we keep going down with dice, and we connect all these numbers, 1, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9, and then we stand up. This was where low shoe comes in. Low shoe comes in over here, and the dice is turned. Why is the dice turned? Because it comes in, you see the line over here? It goes right on the line, and it becomes 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. On the 5, there is no 2. There is no 4. There is no 6. There is no 8. There is no 2, 4, 6, 8. And there is no 2, 4, and 6, 8 until you turn the dice this way. In all reality, the only time you do get a 2, 4, 6, 8 is when you take the dice this way. Here is 4. Here is 6. When I turn it this way, this becomes 2, and that becomes 8. This way is Zion, Israel. This way is the click clock of the moon. We didn't finish with God. 28, 51, 79, 89, 95. I have to do that again because I've never done that before. G is 28. O is 3 times 15 plus 6 is 45, 51. And 4 times 4 is 16 equals to 7, 6, 10. Number 23 plus 6 equals to 29, and I'll explain that to you. And that has to do with the connection of the extra day in February, Jesus Christ and God. 28 79, 89, 95. Where is Highway 95? Where is Highway 56? What is number 29? 95, 105, 115, 123. 95, 105, 115, 124. Okay, this is communication. Why does 23 go to 29? Because it's sitting in the 10 area. When you're sitting in the 10 area, it passes through 1 and 9, 10, 3 and 7, 10. Everything passes through here, which is the light. Area 5, the 1 dot. 5 and 1 is 6 in the same area, circled by the 4 on the outside of 360 degrees of 90 degrees each, and whatever angle you want to go, 90 towards the center, 90, 90, 90, 90. You need how many of these? You need four of these to complete a cycle. 4 times 360 degrees is 1440. You need 2 of them a month is 288. You want to go 288 hours? 20 days of 24 hours is 480 hours. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Hold on a second. 6 days is 144 hours. I shouldn't even be doing it this way because I have to, let me just correct myself. What I'm trying to say is that because of the 4 outside cycles that this one would take, and a day is made in 4 cycles, 4 times 1440 is 5760, plus the totality of the circle of the egg of the relativity of the center, which is 15. 5 and 10 is 15, 5 and 5 together, you bring them as 10. That is the 15 equals to 5775 in the time we are in the Hebrew New Year, in which 5775 and the crisscross of Aleph. Okay, let me show you Aleph. I'm going to show you Aleph. Here's Aleph, 3 and 7, the 2 legs, 1 link from up, 1 link from down. Here's the end letter. Forget about the tails. They're not showing you the whole area. 1 and 9 come together is 10. Here's the 5 in the middle. 3 and 7 come together. Aleph one way, Aleph the other way. Baccara shows 0, 0. Baccara, A, B, C. 95, okay, 95 is Neptune. 94 is Uranus. 96 is the rotation. 23, this all talks about God. What is the God? It is the link. That is why they do not put a dash, because the dash would be a passageway from G to D. 7 and 4, Jesus Christ. 7 by 4 is 28. 7 plus 4 equals to 11, equals to a total of 39. S and T, 20 and 19, because 20 is 10 and 10. 19 is 10 and 9, because of the 10 and 10 and 10 and 9 of man's birth that you come into. And the link, you don't own the link. You have the passage and you are a reader of the link. 9 connects to the 1, making it 10. These are the 4 that come together. ACCA, dot CA, CA dot, Los Angeles. L is like a C. L is A and B together. L equals to Ebola. Same thing. Same thing. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 and 9 is 14. Equals to 59. Would you like me to show you a little extension in this? EINSTEIN. E. 5 plus 9 plus 14. 5 plus 9 equals 14. EIN. 59. S equals to 19. T equals to 20. EIN again. 5 plus 9 plus 14. 5 and 9 equals to 14. 39. Okay, this is 5 plus 9 plus 14. 5 and 9 is 14, and 14 is 28. Plus 39, plus 28. We got that so far? In the 7th inning stretch, there are 18 outs, and for the home team, for the road team, okay, there is 21 outs. This is 9, and this is 3. Whatever planet you want to go, the above and below, the sun, the division, whatever it is, the separation between G and D. G and D is not like this. It's supposed to be this and this, is it not? Well, why don't I just do this, right? Isn't that a good L and a 1? L1, put them together. You know where this is? This is in Quebec. This is to do with water and electricity. So Einstein comes out to 30 to 28 and 39 and 28. 1 moon, 2 moons. There's a third moon in here. Do you know why there's a third moon in here? 7 times 4 is 28 and 11. So there's 28, 28, 28, plus there's 11. 28, 28, 28, 20, 50, 70, 8, 87 equals to 95. E is the 5th letter. I is the 9th letter. EI, EI, and let's link them together for EI, EIO. Then we're going to do one more thing. We're going to turn this page over and go 1776, in which I forgot to show you. 3. Okay, 7 and 6 went together. Excuse me. Let me go to a different page for this for a second. Let me see if I have it in here. 7 and 6 come together. Is this not right? 7 and 6, 6 and 7. Okay, no, I can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. We're going to go to 1776 and finish this one first. 1776 times 1. 888 times 2. 592 times 3. Okay. 444 times 4. Okay. 6 times 2, 96. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 9 is 54. And 3 is 7. 12 and 3. 6 by 2 is 12. Is it 396? 6 by 3 is 1800 minus 24, 1776. And then it's times 8. 222 times 8. And the last one, which I do last, which is 111 times 16 equals 1776. This is to light. This is to light. This is to light. This is to light. Light all 3 worlds. That's all you need. 1 in here, 1 in here, 1 in here. Bring it into the Greek mode or formation. I am I in the heaven of 1. H and I. 1, 3, 6, 10, 16, 24. Okay? 6, 8, 14, 16, 26, 28. 28, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 2. 2 and 9, 11. And 4 is 15. And 9 is 24. And 8 is 32. And 7 is 39. 7 and 8 is 15, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Adding up the rows, 28, 28, 39, 28. Moon, moon, and you bring them together. The same thing here in the word Einstein. Exactly the same. If you want to go one more step, Neptune. And I do want to say that of the 9 planets, every planet carries the letter U, except for Earth and Mars. The only 2 planets they don't count. Earth, number 52, Mars, number 51. This is an in-between number because 3 times 17 equals to 51. 3 times 18 equals to 54. This equals to Mars. This equals to the Sun. 52 and 53 are missing. Inside 53, inside the cube, okay, this is what they look like. Don't look at anything else. This is what they look like. 52 and 53, okay? I'm going to show you now. Here's the 5 dice, right? And here's the 3 dice. So if this was only showing the 2 missing are these 2. If this is the 5 dice, okay, the 4 on the outside are missing. 4 and 2 are missing. Inside the 5, where are the 2 and 3? The 3 is right here, and the 2 is right here, the same dice. This is what they do. And then they bring on the wings of Nibiru and Aleph. And then they create this. This one doesn't have anything else. Then you have to continue with your dice. You have to build. I can't build everything. We work together. This is Luna, the moon. Why?
and tun. Sing me a song. Tun, in French, they write the word lune. It also says one. Nul means to cross off. It means it's empty. It means it's not doing anything, okay? It's not doing anything. This is Neptune. 14 plus 5 plus P plus 16, okay? Plus 20. UNE plus 21 plus 14 plus 5. 5, 5, 3. 5, 5, 3 here, and over here it's 5, 5, 7. 57, 75, and inside 57, 75, 7 and 5, this would be 10, 10. Again, the wings in Nibiru is the Aleph letter. You put the Aleph this way, or if you want, you can put the Aleph this way. Which way are you going to go? But it does not go this way, because this Aleph over here, we're showing the link on this side. There is no link. This letter over here that shows Aleph, okay, is actually 0. And it's talking about Nibiru. So we see how 1776 came in here, right? 24 of the hours of the day. So we go 24 plus the 95 plus the 24 equals to 5 and 4 equals to what? 9. 9, 10, 11, 9, 11. Pretty much funny the way it all works out, isn't it? Earth and Mars now equals to me, Curie. Okay, 103, Mercury. This planet over here, Mercury, Earth and Mars, Madame Curie, or how about born in a stable? In a Curie, in a Curie, also talking about the chipmunk. So I'm not going to get into that either right now. So we see how Neptune comes in, and the answer to Neptune is 14, 19, 35, 55, 76, 90, 95. Neptune. Known to be the 8th planet and the 2nd planet. 9 to 8. 9 to 8 is 1st to 2nd. And all the way from Mercury to Neptune, 2 and 8 is the number of days of the moon. 28 is also a very special number because 2 times 8 is 16, 2 plus 8 is 10, equals to 26. And 10 gets a 6 because the 0 shows there's a center formation, equals to 32. This is the doorway. Okay? At the same time, this becomes 7 and 1, and then it becomes the gateway. Okay? The Q letter, in which the Q letter, okay, and the Z letter were removed from the 7 and the 9 on your telephone and placed on the 1 key. They were taken off the 7 and the 9 key and placed to the 1. Don't forget, if this was the first planet, this would be the 3rd AC energy coming back together. Again, linked to Nibiru. Q 17th letter, Z 26th letter, 8 and 8. Now we're going to finish the formation. Okay, 3 times 2, 3 plus 2 equals to 11. Equals to 43. That's the last president because one president was doubled. If we turn it around, it equals to 34, and that's JFK. At the same time, it's hot and cold water, and it's blue and red. Blue and red, again, links back to Korea is the balance. This is the balance here. This is very important, one of probably the most important. The gold of E and A. So this is actually saying the key, Kia. Tekia, the doorway. Korea, the doorway. To creation, 7 by 9 is 63, and 16, the creation of the light. So whichever way they figmentation that light out there. And how did they figmentate that light? By taking a dot over here and splitting the north and the south and the east and the west beside each other from this side to this side. 90, 90, 90, they split it over here, creating 1 and 1 equals and separated on this dice. The reality is, it should have been like this. A, B, C, D, and E would have went in the center over here. A, B, C, D. If you would do it the other way, it would be A, B, C is the way we do it. But the 2, 4, 6, 8 doesn't work. All we go is A, E, and D. The other reality to this is A, B, C, C, and A. and we'd leave it just like this, A and C and A and C, and the only thing that would go in the center would be B. B would be the link to everything, okay? A and C, the link to everything is B. Where else did we not go? One other thing I wanted to mention, north, east, west, and south. W, 23rd letter, 5. East, one letter, vowel here, E and A. Also says OST and ST, okay, is an area space, a storage space of some sort. I don't know how it works, but because this E is a single vowel, you have to put a 0 with it. This becomes your communication pass. This one over here. This is your 11. It means one side. This is your north. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 9. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 9, 11. In between north is east and west. And then south. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, W-E-N, all in the 5 category. South is S19. As we know, 19 becomes 1 and 9, 10. Reverts to 16, becomes 7, 5, 7, 7, 5 is the directions of the earth. If you want to go to Nibiru over here, to 10, 10, 5 and 5, 7 and 3, again back to Aleph, which is the wings of Nibiru. 7 times 5, 7 plus 5 is 35 and 12. And 35, we just did that over, where was that we did that? Where did I just design that? Well, irregardless to where I designed that, here's your 5. There's 4 on the outside. If we just use the 3 across, there's 2. So that becomes your 4 and 2 when we did it over here. That is your 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 and 2 is 10. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 and 4 is 10. So it recreates its own number within itself. They appreciate themselves. 2, 4 creates 6 and 8. And 6 plus 8 equals to 14. And then we revert back to Einstein. This is the cat in the hat. Okay, because there's a link. They put a triangle like this and they put a dot. They turn the dice sideways. Okay, or they spin it. 3 and 7, 5 and 5. Here's your 95. 9 and 1. Okay, here's your 9 and 1 is 10. 5 and 5 is 10. Again, everything is connected and linked in the center. That's how you get Nibiru. But if we had to bring this, you see I'm bringing it all into the 10 world. You can also go whatever which way you want. 9 and 1, 5 and 5. Now we're going to bring this to a second reality, okay? Second reality is we're going to bring everything to the reality world of where 76 now fits in, okay? We talked about the light 16. 1 and 6 is 7. We see how 19 turns into 16. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 10 equals 16, the same thing as the 19 turns into 16. Now we're going to show you something else about the 19. 1 times 3, the A and C, equals to 3. 1 plus 3 equals to 4, equals to 7. 3 by 4 is 12. This becomes B, A, G becomes the ring. The bag, sorry, this is the purse. Whatever is in the purse, this is your gateway, and this is your alpha beta, which is your father, your mother. Okay, connected. 7 plus 12 equals back to your 19. Okay, 1 times 6 and 1 plus 6 equals to 7 and 6. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. Now we did it on 2 sides. Now we got 1 plus 6 because we doubled it up. You got the 6, we doubled it up. 1 times 6, and it's a revert. Sorry, I can also say double it up or extending it, because 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is 7 and 6. 7 and 3 and 6 and 4, they now invert themselves to create 10, 10, and a perfect connection, and all the links come back together to Nibiru in 5775, in which we have to understand that when we link these numbers back up, 1 and 3 and 1 times 3, 1 times 9, 1 plus 9 equals to 10 and 9. 10 equals to 16, so that 19 reverted one part of it back into 16, the other part back into 9, the birth. 16 and 5 is 25, and that stands for the jack, the plug-in of earth. It stands for the heart, and 52 is earth, just like I mentioned on the last page. Just as I mentioned on the last page, earth. In between, we have to know the perfect numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The circle combines the left with the right, the up with the down. Okay, we have to know. And then these are the leftovers. After you get to 9 and 99, it's all over. We're just going left and right and up and down. There is no more. Otherwise, you're playing a game of in between. We're playing a game of covering the outside. Whatever's in between, it doesn't matter, because the outside has it covered in the numbers. Okay, so we get this over here. Okay, 13th letter equals M. AC double up on a Big Mac, 76.67. Water, okay, equals AC/DC, 143. The same thing over here. The way 76, do you follow what I'm saying? 7 plus 6 is equal to 13 again. 7 plus 6 equals, 7 times 6 is 42. Back to the 42 we discussed about the 5 and 3. Over here, the 42, where we didn't count the center. 5 is actually 4, and 3 is actually 2. So we revert back here, 13, 13. This equals to 143, but 7 and 6 is 13. 7 and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 3 is 4. 44. S-P-A-C-E. S is the 19th letter. P is the 16th letter. We just come back to the same thing again. In the roulette board, 16 is over here and 19 is over here, and it's the upper and the lower 18 letters counting backwards. If I counted backwards from the numbers from 36 to 19, this number over here would be number 18. Okay? If I count 18, okay, this number over here would be 21. Okay? Again, we're back into the 7th inning stretch, in where R is the 18th letter and U is the 21st letter. This is the reversal of it, of how these two come together, and Nibiru is the same thing, because in Nibiru is I and N, okay? Ni, Bi, Ru, okay? I and N is 9 and 14, back to the Einstein, E-I-N. B is 2 and 9. 2 and 9 is to understand what the broken down numbers to God is, back to 2 and 9 when you're using the Spirit pass inside here. The circle is number 15, and it's for sure number 15. It's 1.5 times anything. Circle G, 1.5 times 7 is 10.5, the hand of God. And circle D, 1.5 times 4 is 6, and that's the number of man. 6 plus 10.5 is 16.5, and that is the light of man. There's communication. If you want to go 591, I really can't get into that right now. This is the separation between 1 and 9, where the one soul comes into the 9 card, right? The one, whatever you want to call it, I don't know what to call it right now. I'm deep into this video. So we know at east, west, north, and south will bring us back to 5775. We know at 5775 ends up to bring us to 47. 35, 5 by 7. And 12, 5 plus 7. Okay, but I'm not finished this yet. 7 and 6, okay, it takes 3 and 4 to create 10, 10. Well, the diameter of the moon is this. The number to God, okay, is this. The number to ego and God, so it's all about this. 7, 7, 6. And then we take this out. We flip it on this side, and we look, 1776. 1751, 57. 20, 34, 2014, 65, 61, 21, 2015, 20, 35, 35, 2015 is 35, 35, 35 and 57 again is 10, 10. 8 and 12, which is 8 and 3. This says the church. I have to go back and say that. That's right, I forgot to do this. Okay, 1 and 21, 31, 35, 66, 75. This is 75, this is 57, 75. Okay, now if you go down to the casino and you get the book, it'll tell you on this that these numbers over here are orphans. Orphans. Golden fives. Or in French, fins is a wing of a bird. The golden fin, the golden five alive. F-I-V-E and N-I-N-E equals 42 and 42. When you go down to the crap table and the game is 7-11, this one over here, okay, becomes 2. You go to 7-11 and this pays the odds of 7 to 5. These odds over here, 57.75, the 9 lives of the cat and the 5 hole. Okay, this is the side of the moon, this is God, and at the same time, if you want to understand what this one is the C, L, and U. 12, 21, 0, 3, 6, 3, 3663. Why? Because 3 is the reality of what this and this is. L equals to 12. 1 and 2 makes 3. U equals to 21. 1 and 2 equals to 3. Because inside the reality of the passage of B, which is on this side and this side, you need the center ace over there, and this is the only way to get it, giving you 12, 21, creating 3, 0 as to 3 because it's the totality of the formation. 0, 3 equals to 6, 36, 63, 99, or 18 plus 9 equals to 27. 2 times 7, 2 plus 7 is 14 plus 9, back to 23. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 will equal to 11, 9, 11, 5. 9, 11, 5. 9 times 25 is 225, which equals to 0 and 0, the 15th letter. 15 times 15 is 225, telling you you have now joined the two formations together. Who and who? Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I was not ready for that. Our perception and our judgment is prejudged before normally anything at all. In reality, you look at something and you already know whether you liked it before you even looked at it. Anyways, I don't know why I said that. So we talked about the Big Mac. We talked about 3663 equals to 27. 2 27s is 54. And then when we talk about 54, we're talking again about the formation of the sun, which is the foxhole. Why? Because it's 54, which is 1.5 times 360, which is one side of the sun that we actually get. 1.5 times 360 is 540. That's only one half. The other half would be, do you follow what I'm saying? 540 degrees, 360 degrees. If I use two circles together, and we have to take the two worlds to bring them together, we're getting half of this world and half of that world. But it's 1.5 of that world in their time, and it's 1.5 in that world of that time. So 360 and 360 is 720. 360, 540 is 1080. So if you go 360 on that side and it's reflected is 720. 350 on one side and my reflection is 720 is 1440 for 1440 minutes in a day. And I know that's a little hocus pocus because I still have to sit down to understand how the reality of the science is, so then I can format myself to bring the number reality together, and you can't make a mistake. 9 times 9 is 81. There is no higher. Venus is number 81. 18, Resh. You ever say the letter Resh in Hebrew? Resh? It's R and H together. 18 and 8, 26. It's the letter Z. 186 is all what it's all about. Look at the back of your cell phone. 86 is how we connect with the Queen, and there's just a whole other numbers. Anyways, let you go right now. Okay, just show you what I look at when I do my thing. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.